Alright, so let's make the eyes, the laughing eyes. Same needle, number 4. You're doing a slip knot, and you're going to chain 17. So you're going to single crochet back up 7, starting in the first chain you can get to, which is the second one from the hook. So you're going to skip 2, and you're going to go into the next one, and you're going to single crochet 7. Oh, and you're going to fasten off. It's as easy as that. I'm going to leave a tail, pretty long tail for sewing. Make your knot. There we go. We got one eyeball done. Let's do a second one. Oh my god, I got black yarn all over the place. So make a slip knot. You're going to chain 17. And in the second chain from the hook, you're going to single crochet 7. You're going to skip 2. And you're going to single crochet 7. And fasten off with a long piece. And there is our second eyeball. So there's our 2 eyeballs. So, all that's left are eyebrows. And these are very, 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 very quick, just like the eyes. So you're going to make a slip knot. You're going to chain 8. You're going to single crochet 7. Then you're going to fasten off and make your other one. It is just as easy peasy as that. There. Eyebrows are nice and short. So make your other one and then come back here and we'll put it all together. Alright, so let's sew some faces on. So get your one piece. So we're going to start with the mouth and work our way up. You can use my reference if you want. So we're going to start with the mouth and work our way up. Oh, I almost lost an eyebrow. So I'm just going to get some black yarn. So I want to tie this in a knot at the back, just for added security. Sorry, I gotta move this guy out of my way. So I lined him up with this just after the first row. So I think I'll do the same thing. So the first row, and I'm just gonna put that guy right down on that line just as a reference, and I'm going to try to center it as best as I can. So I'm just going to come up, and you want to come up into the stitches. You don't want that to fold over. So pull through what you can, but leave a tail at the back for tying, like enough that you would need to tie a knot. And then we're going to sew around, come back down through here, and then tie the knot at the back just for added security. So this doesn't have to be too close together, but just make sure that you're going up and down. It's probably not easy to see, but up and down through the stitches, just so that you don't get any rolling at the ends. And you can shape this, so if yours is a funny shape or you don't like something about it or something, you can shape it. Just making sure it's gonna stay put. I'm gonna go right down as close to that edge as I can. And I don't want it rolling over here, so I'm going to come up right through that stitch, just so it doesn't roll. You can still move it around as you go. Right on the edge of that stitch, just so it doesn't roll. So my stitches are very long, except for on the corners here. Obviously, I want to keep this down. I don't want it to roll, so a bit shorter ones on the corners, but the stitches are fairly long. They don't have to be short little stitches. You're not hemming a dress or anything, but gonna go up and come back down near my other one, and then we're just gonna tie a knot just for added security. Doesn't have to be tight, don't have to pull tight, just tie a couple of knots in there, and then you can just cut that bad boy off like that. So there's the mouth done. So we'll do our eyeballs. So we did leave some yarn on our eyeballs by my needle. So this one's going to be where we're going to tie our knot to. So I'm just going to figure out where I want my eyes. So use your rows as a reference point. So I'm gonna put that corner on the same row line, and then that's gonna come down to the point, to the middle circle, I think. So I'm just gonna stick that in to anchor it. Anchor that part in place anyway, and then I'm going to thread this part. I'm going to sew with this part. And hopefully I have enough that I'm going to come back around here to tie my knot. So you can kind of shape this as you go as well. So I'm going to go right down in the corner that I'm starting at, just to secure that. I'm not going to pull tight though, because I don't want this to get out of shape. I really want to keep this shape, so I'm not going to pull tight at all. I'm just going to loosely and it doesn't have to be tight, but make sure you get right into this corner. Go right back into that corner. So again, I'm not pulling tight. Let's see, I don't like where that corner is, so I'm just going to move this over. And I'm going to secure it right on the end. So that shouldn't go anywhere. And I'm not pulling tight. I don't want to misshape it. I'm just going to go back up, make sure you nail that top corner. And back down again. Make sure you kind of keeping the right shape. Which would be I don't know what you call that. So, flip her around, tie your knot. I didn't pull tight when I tied that because I need to keep that shape. So we're going to do the same thing with this guy. Try to get him even, so my one end is going to be there, my other end is going to be over here on the line of the row. So we're going to use this short little guy to anchor it, and that's what we'll use. Sorry, just bumped you. So I want it anchored right by that line. And then we'll take this guy. We'll go right down through that hole. Because we definitely want the corner. Not sure what's going on with that stitch. Oh, I cannot. There we go. I had a loose stitch and I'm not sure. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm gonna come back up. So I've got a loose stitch right here and I'm not sure why I have this here. But I just want to take that, fold it over, get rid of it, because that's going to drive me nuts. I'm not, oh my good lord. So I just tried to kind of shape in that. I don't know why I had a loose stitch, but it happens. So I just wanted to try to get that. So find your shape. You can pin it or you can just hold it, like I'm just trying to hold it. Just make sure you come up in those stitches. Make sure you get the top corners of your eyeballs, your closed eyeballs, just to keep the shape. Make sure you come up on the end. Don't pull. Try not to pull tight. Chevron shape. That's what I was trying to think of. Chevron. It's like a chevron shape. So if you pull tight, you may kind of lose that chevron shape. Just trying to find the tippy top of that eyeball. I guess it's not an eyeball. I keep saying eyeball. It's not an eyeball. They're closed eyes. Alright. My last stitch. Tie a knot. Don't pull tight. Tie double knot. Snip her off, and I think I got one of my eyes crooked. I don't like that. So you know what we do when we don't like it? We undo it. I'm gonna take it all back out, because I did not get this eye where I wanted it. So, but now you get to learn how to fix something. So instead of just pulling, I could probably just pull this all out, but I don't want to wreck my other part, so I'm just going to cut it out. I'm not wrecking my eyebrow at all, but I will have to get a new piece of yarn. So, get all that crap out of there. Get that crap out of there. Alright, let's try this again. Now we can pull all this out of here. Oh yeah, I got that knot there. Oh, I made this knot in here. That's fine. We can just snip that off. Pull my slip knot closed. I'm just going to tuck him underneath there. So it'll clean up fine. And you know what? If it doesn't, it took 2 seconds to make this eyebrow, or this eyeball. So we'll pull all the stragglers out, or cut them off. That pulled on a piece of thread. And let's try this again and try to get it to where it's supposed to be. So just get yourself a piece of yarn. So let's try this again. We can just tuck that under. I kind of want it like that. What's the problem? I don't know how I screwed it up so bad. I want it like that. That looks even, right? Maybe down a little bit. Maybe like that. I know, it looks funny. Like that. That looks better. Alright. So, I'm going to put my... But I'm not going to pull all the way through. I'm going to leave some to tie. And try to hold this into a better position. Without pulling on the wrong piece. And I don't want to pull tight. How do you screw an eyeball up, you say? I just want to make sure before I... Does that look right? Before I get that corner done. Oh crap, I did it backwards again. Just when I think I got it in the right spot. It's probably how it moved the first time. I keep forgetting I gotta come up from behind. Alright. I'm gonna try not to move it. And I'm going to come up into that arch. I'm going to do bigger pieces. I'm going to try to come up, there we go, right on that corner. But I'm still scared it's going to move on me. You know. There is no science behind this. You just have to not be in such a hurry, I guess. Not that I'm in a hurry, but I don't know. I actually don't even know how I got that so far off. Well, that looks a little better. That looks freaky. Freaky deaky. I gotta cut a little bit of this. I took too much, so tie my knot. I should have checked it before I tied my knot last time. So don't be like Tara. And check your stuff before you tie a knot, for gosh sakes. Alright, let's get our tiers. So one of my tiers has this, and one of my tiers doesn't, because I made this ahead. I made this last night. I made all my tiers. I got other tiers. I make I make bulk. So figure out where you want your tiers. In the emoji picture itself, which I'll show you in here, they come right off the corner of the eyes. So we'll take the one that we just made with the string, and we'll just stick it somewhere near the corner of the eye, and we'll just put it in place like this. And then you're going to want to come up into it, down, through again, because we're just fixing the top. So when you come up again, come up just through the yellow right there, or anywhere, and now we're going to go across just like that. Sorry, on camera would be more helpful. So we're just going to go across like this, and we're going to make sure our needle's up higher, and we're going to pull tight to fix that onto there, and then we're going to go back down through the yellow. So now that that's fixed in place, I can just make a knot. Oh my good lord. Don't make videos when you have the flu, especially if you get dumb. So we're just going to make a knot like this here. Oh, it came undone again. And then you're just going to tuck this away, preferably at the back underneath, so that you don't see it through the yellow. So try to stick to the rule of three different directions. If it tries to unravel, it has to go in 3 different directions to do so. So if you've ever heard of the rule of 3, that's what it is. So I need a piece of blue yarn. That's probably too long. So if you're putting it on this way, so if you've made your tiers ahead, if you're making this again for yourself, and you've made your tiers ahead, this is the best way to do it, because you can just tie the knot at the back. So when you come up through into it, you're just gonna do the exact same thing. It's just leave a hunk hanging at the back so you can tie a knot. So it's actually a lot easier to do it this way than the other way. But I've given you 2 different options. So we're going to go up. Oh, I just poked my finger. We're going to go up again. And we're going to go back down just through the tier. So go through the tier this way. Make sure I'm on camera. So go through it that way. And now back down through the yellow, trying to keep it as close to the tier as you can. So back down. And pull tight to fasten. Now you can do that a second time. I think one time is good because we get to tie a knot, so it just secures it perfectly fine. Pull that tight though. Like all your other knots, I say don't pull tight because you're gonna misshapen something, but you're not gonna misshapen the tier. It's 3D. It's rocking. It's out there. There. So the tiers are on. Now it's not looking so creepy. So we're going to put our eyebrows on. Hi. I have an eyebrow that's MIA, so I had to whip up another one. I have no idea where my eyebrow curled off to, but I can't find it anywhere. So let's take a look at our emoji. Those eyebrows are a little high, I think, in this emoji. They're a little high, I think. Let's refer to the picture. So let's refer to the picture. Yeah, they're kind of slanted down over here. So I'm just going to try to keep it at the top of that eyebrow. Kind of slanty. So we'll just use that to tack everything down. We'll use this one to sew. So don't pull tight when you're doing your knot, because you don't want the eyebrow to be out of shape. Do your double knot. Snip it off. Just making sure it's kind of in the same space. I mean, if it's not, it's not. It's a cartoon, so if you get it kind of off kilter, I don't think it's that big of a deal. My grandkids certainly aren't even going to notice. And I'm trying not to pull tight because I don't want to misshapen. I didn't pull tight on that eyebrow and it looks out of shape a little bit already, and I didn't even pull tight, so it's hard to it's hard to not get them misshapen. There we go. That's the best I can do on my face. So your tears will move around because my tears on here don't really move around since it's stuffed. I mean, I can move them, but they really don't move. Once it's stuffed, it shouldn't move. So now that we've got everything on and we have everything tied and everything kind of snipped down, then we can go. I'm gonna put my seam and my seam together. So we can start sewing. Let me get my yellow. Or not. Where is the end of my yellow? There it is. Okay, so we're going to crochet this together. And this is why it was so important to make sure you had equal number of stitches. So first, to make it easy on you, you can make a slip knot. Take it off. Find the 2 stitches that you're going to be working with. Put your hook back on. Pull that all the way through and secure it. And then in the same stitch, you're going to put a single crochet just for extra security. So now what you're going to do is you're going to single crochet in every stitch around. Leave an opening for stuffing, but you're going to go stitch for stitch. And that's why it was so important to make sure that you had an equal number of stitches, because you're just going to go stitch for stitch all the way around under both. So you should have 4 pieces of yarn on your hook when you go in, because you're going under those 2 and you're going under those 2. And you're going to go stitch for stitch all the way around. If you don't go stitch for stitch all the way around, you're going to end up with bunches, and it's going to be quite noticeable. So I'm going to speed this up so you can pause it if you want, and then meet me back here and we'll stuff it. So keep doing this until you have it about 3/4 of the way done. You still want to be able to get your stuffing in there, and then you can unpause the video and we can stuff it together, or I mean, you just stuff it. There's no trick. So just make sure your stitch to stitch, and I'm going to speed it up now. Alright, I'm to the point where I can start sticking some stuffing in there. So when this is just polyfill that I get at Walmart for $5 for a 16-ounce bag, just kind of pull it apart. Before you stuff it. I'm just going to pull this out here. And you just obviously shove it in there. So I don't really put a whole lot of stuffing in my guys, just because I don't want their face to be all distorted. So once I get a little bit in there, then I like to just close it up a little bit more, and then I put more in, and then I close it up a little bit more. So that's all I'm gonna do right now, is just close it up a little bit more. So, I mean, you're gonna move this around after it's full. Anyway, I could probably put a little bit more in there. It just gives me an idea when I do it that way of how much I can actually fit down the sides without too much. I just gonna do this. Stuff it around. Like I said, I'm gonna do squishy face after anyway, and I'm gonna move it around. But I don't like them too full. You can stuff it as much as you want to stuff it. Just make sure when you come back together that you're still going stitch for stitch, because you don't want that bunching. You don't want it to be out of shape type deal. But I do it this way instead of sewing because I like the look it gives all around. You can by all means sew this shut if that's what you want to do. You don't have to do what I'm doing. You can just whip stitch this or something. And sorry, my yarn was stuck. You can just whip stitch this or something, but I actually like the look that this gives around. So a lot of my work I will just single crochet shut. It's faster, way faster. I mean, doing it on camera is not fast because I gotta try to, you know, lean over a camera. But we're almost closed, and then we'll do squishy face, and we'll move. Oops. We'll move all the stuffing around and get it situated where we want it and stuff like that. So, and then we will be all done. So when you get to the end, you're just gonna slip stitch this right into this first chain that you did here, just like anything else. Or you can take your needle and you can do a hidden stitch if you want, if you know how to do that. But it's not really necessary. I think I got some stuffing in that needle pull, that hook pull. It's not really necessary. If you just go into that first stitch and you do a slip stitch, you can't tell really. I mean, you've got this seam anyway, but so we're done. So just fasten off. Push your knot down. You can't really tell once we hide it. You're not gonna really tell. I mean, all the action's here, so you're not really gonna tell. But we're just gonna hide this up into what we just did. So I'm just gonna go all along these stitches, kind of in and out, weaving. So when you can do it at the back, like we can. Doing it at the back makes more sense, Tara. So we're just gonna weave in and out of our stitches like that. So when you pull on this knot kind of comes down. So from the front, all you're gonna see is that little piece, which is no big deal because, like I said, all the action's going on here. People are gonna look at this and go, "Oh my God, you had an emoji." So I mean, that's generally what the reaction I get. So I'm just gonna hidey hoe this. I mean, you don't need to really go that far. I don't think it'll come undone, but cut as close as you can so they can't really see that. And then we're just gonna squish him around to move the stuffing around. That's what I mean by squishy face. So once we get his stuffing all moved around, you are done. You are done. Your laughy face. There's something seriously wrong with this eyebrow. Hopefully your eyebrows came out better than my eyebrows. But there's your stuffy face. Stuffy face. There's your laughy face emoji. Not a stuffy face emoji. A laughy face emoji. There you have it, guys. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.